Paducah International Raceway and the Mars Late Model Championship announced last week that they were not going to be racing their Crown Jewel event on April 4th due to the weather. Paducah International Raceway said, as saddened as we are to have to do this, the rain wins. We are having to cancel our Crown Jewel tomorrow, April 4th, due to the weather. We will see y'all on April 18th for our first micro race of the season. It's unclear if that is still on the docket, and we'll get to the reason why. But before we get to that, let's look at what the Mars Racing Series has. They said that this race will not be made up. They said with jam-packed racing schedules throughout the Midwest from now until early October, neither of these events will be made up in 2025. Both tours look forward to returning to each speedway in 2026. Obviously, it was a doubleheader with the Late Model Championship as well as the Modified Championship. And we had Mars Series Director Jonathan Clayton explaining, obviously, we hate losing events early in the season, especially at two racetracks that we only have a single date at on the schedule. While we wish there was a place to put them this season, our schedules are jammed full, and any weekend we aren't racing are weekends that national events are already scheduled in our immediate region. They did note that the Late Model Championship, powered by FK Rod Ends, does return to action for an Iowa triple header on April 17th through the 19th. On Thursday, April 17th, the tour will head to Cedar County Raceway in Tipton, Iowa for the first time ever for a $5,000 to win event. And then on Friday and Saturday, April 18th and 19th, the tour will go to 34 Raceway for the first time since 2016 for Slocum Weekend, headlined by a 50-lap, $10,555 main event on Saturday night. And then they kind of gave you a points update, noting that Bobby Pierce is the point leader. Heading into Cedar County Raceway with Ricky Thornton Jr., Brian Shirley, Brandon Shepard, and Garrett Alberson rounding out the top five. So, as I said, we will see if the Paducah International Raceway returns to action on April 18th, because we had this from Olin Sparks. He shared an image taken by Vic Patel, who I guess operates the Paducah drone. And you can see the entire track is underwater. And it looks like some of these buildings over here are underwater. Not sure if they're part of the racetrack, but clearly racetrack has been flooded from the rain. And it's also not just the rain. This woman here, Lacey Nicole, shared this, saying that a cross-drain failure near Baggett Lane in the Farley community has been identified. And the McCracken County Sheriff's Office encouraged residents at the time to evacuate the area because they could become cut off due to the water rising from the rainwater, and then obviously this drain failure here. So unclear if that drain failure led to the track getting flooded or if it was just due to all of the heavy rains that they've had in the area. You can see Olin says when the water recedes and things dry out, make sure to get out and support Adam Elliott and his crew so they can get their season back going. We did see a response here from Adam Elliott. He says, thank you, Olin. Definitely going to be rough for weeks to come. So he is appreciative of the support. He says, thank you. We will need all the support we can get. That's for sure. After Olin says he will be making a trip up when you get things going. I'm not sure if he has any other if he's actually like reached out for any kind of support. I haven't seen any kind of crowdfunding or anything like that, requesting volunteers to maybe help with whatever they need help with after this flooding. The last thing that the official page here over on Facebook has posted was on April 4th about this Ram truck giveaway that they were doing. So we'll be keeping my eyes on whether or not they will be requesting volunteers or any kind of crowdfunding, like a Give, Send, Go or something like that, where they can get resources they need to help make any repairs to the track following this flooding, because I think they're going to need lots and lots of help with that based on this drone footage here. I mean, it looks like the entire track is underwater, and much of these buildings here look like they've taken water as well. So I'll definitely be praying for them, and definitely will be keeping my eye out on ways to support them so that I can share that with you guys here. So that's the update on Paducah International Raceway from this weekend. They are having a rough go of it. They will need our support, obviously, after the water recedes, but then I think also they might need not just our prayers, but obviously maybe some financial help as well as volunteers. And I know the racing community will come together to help them out. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.